Here's what you missed on Phathead and Cande in the morning. Weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1.
My Country 96.1, Phathead, Cande Roth, looking at a really nice weekend. I mean, get out there, 75, sunny, tomorrow same. Sunday, even Sunday is okay. We might have some rain later in the afternoon, but the early part of Sunday looks good. And the high will be about 57, so a nice typical fall day. You still have a chance to get out there. I have to tell you, yesterday after school, we took the kids over to Water Drinker, the great farm, and they're fantastic people over there in Manorville, right off exit 69 of the LIE. Huge place. And we got some pumpkins. It was National Pumpkin Day, as you know.
I told you need pumpkins. You weren't going to get any.
Yep, went and got that. And
everybody got one pumpkin for themselves? Is that how it rolled?
So Elijah and Abby each got a big one, and then we got like 3 or 4 small ones. Leah didn't want one, but Abigail picked one out for her and said, Leah, just in case you want to paint one, you know.
Oh, she's so cute. Can Abigail come live with me?
Yeah.
We would hit it off. It would be so much fun.
Speaking of which, I sent you a video.
Oh, so cute.
Last night before bed, I heard some commotion in Abigail's room. Now, that's not unusual.
Here's what I love. Here's what I love about the video, though. It opens with Elijah just singing.
That's all day. I tell you, all day in my house, all day, he doesn't stop.
And he's singing beautifully.
He sings great, and I think at the time, it's usually pop music, but at the time he was singing a country song. He had a little twang in his voice there.
I'm telling you, it's so funny because it opens up and he's singing. And you just talk to him like he's not singing. Hilarious.
That's what you have to do.
I see.
So I open, and Abby's always on FaceTime with her friends. It's always commotion. So I open up the bedroom door, got the video camera on, and she is in her inflatable, gigantic pig costume.
It's the cutest thing I've seen. It's pink.
Yeah.
And she's bouncing around in it. It's absolutely adorable.
Yeah. With her permission, I may post it. I have to ask her first.
Of course you have to ask her, but it's really cute, Abby. I hope you let everyone see.
Yeah. Well, she'll be walking down the street next week in it.
You're going to see. Or bouncing, we're not sure.
And then I just shut the door because that's normal life in my house.
Yeah.
Good night, Abby. Good night.
She didn't even realize or care what you were doing.
No. All right. I want to get into what I think is a pretty great list. The top 500 songs, pop songs, of all time according to Billboard. So it's been 65 years since the creation of the Billboard Hot 100.
Oh.
So in celebration, staff members voted, put together, and there was different qualifications, different reasons, different things you had to take into account, and then they got to vote. They each made their list, and then they tabulated it, and this is what they came up with as the top 500. Now, obviously, we're not going through them all, but let's do this. Let's look at the top 20, and I will tell you that, and remember, this is the all-time Billboard top 20. So I'm going to tell you in advance, there is no Taylor Swift song in the top 20.
Unbelievable. All right. Well, that's interesting right off the bat.
All right. So here's an example. At number 20 is TLC, No Scrubs.
Love that song.
Yes, but just to show you the type of list this is, and it goes all over the place, they're all hits, okay? Number 19 is the Ronettes, Be My Baby.
Is there anything much better than that?
Right, so
listen, fantastic so far.
Right, and you could always debate who should be higher, who should be lower, but
who should be number one.
I want
to hear what that is.
Well, and number one, I love number one. I agree with number one. I really do. All right. First thought when I name all these songs. Number 18, Crazy in Love, Beyonce.
Love that song. It's a great song.
Right. Number 17, Dreams, Fleetwood Mac.
Oh, I love Dreams.
See? Number 16, September, Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Maeve's song. Okay.
There you go. These are the top 500 Billboard songs as chosen by their staff in the history of the Billboard chart. Number 15 is Fantasy by Mariah Carey.
Good one.
Number 14 is Hey Ya by Outkast.
Hey Ya.
Big, big song.
It was huge.
Number 13, I'm curious if you know this, Super Bass by Nicki Minaj, Candy.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe if I heard it, I'd know it.
All right, I think you would.
Just from the title.
Number 12. Now we're really getting in there. The big ones. Baby One More Time, Britney Spears.
Well, come on.
Mm-hmm. Number 11 is Kiss by Prince.
I love Prince. That's it. Miss Prince. Love.
Yeah,
love,
I know.
love.
We do miss him. These are the top 10 now, as voted by Billboard, the biggest pop songs of all time. I Want to Hold Your Hand, The Beatles.
Could very well be the biggest, really,
Right.
if you think about it.
You could make that number one if you wanted to. Love that this one's in the top 10. Tupac, California Love.
Oh, yeah.
Big
wow,
song.
they really did great.
Yes. So this one, I don't know about this one, but they took into account how many weeks it was on the charts and all those things. Carly Rae Jepsen, Call Me Maybe.
That was huge.
It was
I'll never
huge.
forget, relative of ours had a little girl, well, she's a big girl now, but at the time she was about 3, and she sang it so cute. I shall never, ever forget that. It's a huge song.
Huge song. Right. Michael Jackson, Billie Jean is number 7.
There's so many to choose from him. I don't know that
Agreed.
I'd pick Billie Jean, but okay.
Yep, that is the highest he goes on the list. Madonna at 6 with Like a Prayer.
I love that song.
Huge song. Really, really enormous. Now we're getting into the top 5 pop songs on the Billboard chart as voted by their staff for the 65 years the chart's been in existence. Number 5 is Since You've Been Gone by Kelly Clarkson.
Also a good one, but she has so many. I don't know if that's the best one.
Yeah, I think that is the ultimate Kelly Clarkson song. I think. I Want It That Way.
I'm a big fan of Breakaway. Yes, go ahead.
The Backstreet Boys, I Want It That Way at number 4. All right.
I might
Now,
have placed that not so high,
all right,
or
it's
low.
big song, huge
It was
song.
huge, but okay.
Top 3. I think you're going to be okay with the top 3, and we're going to go back a ways for these. My Girl from The Temptations.
Anything better than that?
Number 3 pop song of all time.
All time.
Number 2 is Dancing Queen by ABBA.
I'm not a fan of ABBA.
I know you're not an ABBA
And
fan.
number 2, no. I'm going to have to say this is not making me happy.
I think you'll be okay with number 1.
I hope so, because number 2 I'm not happy about.
It's put together by the Billboard staff, 65 years of pop songs. This is number 1.
And the number 1 song is?
I Want to Dance with Somebody by Whitney Houston.
All
You
right.
you do not like that song?
It's not one of my Whitney Houston favorites, okay?
You know, let me give you an analogy. You know, when you think you've written the perfect text or you've bought the perfect gift for someone and then you deliver it and that's the reaction you get.
I would have moved that around a little. I think there were better ones that could have been number 1. I'm sorry. And
All right.
ABBA, absolutely not number 2. But that's my opinion. I don't work for Billboard. I didn't have a decision in it. So it's not too bad.
Right. You don't need to. We don't need to all agree. I
can't believe though there's not one Taylor Swift song on there.
I agree.
I'm a little shocked by that.
There's a couple of songs I would mix and match and move around, but yeah, that's okay. We can agree to disagree on a few things there. That's fine.
We can. We don't have to like everything together.
Although it's more fun. Candy, we have Your Bald and the Beautiful coming up at 8:12, less than 20 minutes away. We've got your national days, good news stories in the 8 o'clock hour. We got a beautiful day. Another one, 75 and sunshine. We have Saturday, looks even better. Sunday, possible rain in the afternoon, but still a nice fall day, high 50s. Let's hit the roads. My Country 96.1.
Phathead and Cande in the morning, weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1.